Welcome back to the Solar de Uyuni. Like I mentioned in the last episode, this salt flat is the largest in the world. At over 3,900 square miles, it sits at about 12,000 feet in elevation, right near the crest of the Andes. The Salar was formed from prehistoric lakes that dried up and left a salty crust over a nasty pool of brine, which you really don't want to break through to. The salt flats are, as their name implies, super flat. In fact, the average elevation only varies within a few feet over the entire Salar. Because of this, it's used to calibrate the altimeters of Earth's observation satellites. Other cool facts about the Salar: it is not only a source of salt, but it's also exceptionally rich in lithium. In fact, it contains 50 to 70% of the world's known lithium reserves. And last but not least, Star Wars was filmed here. So it was a pretty neat place to wake up. As we were packing up camp, this couple stopped by to say hello. They were from Italy, and although we didn't speak the same language, we still managed a decent conversation, and to admire each other's trucks, before we bid each other farewell and safe travels. It is so nice to meet other travelers. It seems we always have so much in common no matter where we are from or what language we speak. So we finished packing up and headed out to see what today had in store. Good morning. There's no sense of... There's Goose. You can't tell how far away anything is. It's weird. He looks like a toy car. It's very bright out here if you can't tell. Sunglasses are kind of essential. But it was cold last night. But it's so worth it to be out here. It's so cool. Makes for some fun pictures. So today I think we're just gonna wander, not go too far, make camp a little bit earlier so that we can cook in the sun, and unless we can have a fire, probably get in bed pretty early because it's pretty cold. But yeah, really cool. So we'll just wander around and get some cool pictures and hopefully some cool video, and just a cool place to be. We spent a good hour playing with photos. It was so much fun. It was so unlike anywhere else I had ever been. It inspired creativity. In this moment, I was feeling like a kid again. All my cares and worries had been swept away. I was fully in the present moment. Have you ever been to a place that makes you forget yourself? You can't help but be amazed and excited. Well, the Salar did that for me. It felt so otherworldly, so different, so beautiful. And I'm pretty sure I could have spent the whole day just taking silly photos. But there was so much more to see out here. Well, we made it to another island, and while looking for a place to camp and hide from the wind, we quickly learned just how sticky the sludge beneath the salt crust really is when Reggie dropped through it. So we hooked him up and gave him a tug. The salt crust gets less thick as you near these islands, and if you're not careful or just plain unlucky, you can easily break through. Luckily for us, Goose's big tires were able to keep us afloat on top of the crust.
Go, 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 go! Sorry, battery died. He's still stuck though. That's crazy.
Unfortunately, once he broke through, it wasn't easy to get him out. He was just trenching.
Ready? Are you good? Go, go, go!
One more try from the rear. But Goose soon ran out of room to drive. So we reset and pulled from the front. We also threw some rocks in the trench in hopes it would help.
Go, 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 go! Yeah! Woohoo!
Yeah!
Nice work!
I knew it was worth one more shot before dirtying up everything. Woo. I was totally picturing that side of your truck digging more though, and then the next photo like, yeah, well, or I did think it would flip, but I thought literally this tire could be in the air, and now we're like, now everything's much more serious.
Yeah, it was in the air too.
Oh, that was awesome.
I was just looking at it like, holy shit.
So, not our camp spot.
Not yet.
Now let's go around to the other side. This part of the island.
So yeah, it's a little sticky muddy in here if you go in the wrong place. We got a good 100 feet of just trenching. Couldn't get any traction to get him out. Finally we put a bunch of rocks and pulled forward, and with a good tug from Goose, he finally came out. But man, it's sticky.
We were glad to be traveling with another vehicle here because you can imagine it would have made for a long day getting yourself out of this mud. Back on the move, we carefully made our way to a campsite, and thankfully, we didn't find any more mud. Eventually, this is where we ended up for the night, on the other side of the island where Reggie sunk. Alright, I don't know if you can see me. Maybe you can see me if I go this way. So we're getting into bed really early tonight, and it's going to be movie night because, man, it is cold out here. We found a spot that's sort of protected from the wind, but it's still pretty windy, so not too windy to pop the top. So getting in when it's still light out, although we've lost the sun. So made dinner and crawling up into bed so that we stay warm because last night was freezing. But still really cool out here. Really pretty.
pretty crazy. Just walking around, there's so many pottery shards. Tim found like the bottom of a bowl, just found a handle, a bunch of shards. You could just spend all day collecting them. Pretty cool. I don't know if they're old or not, but they look old, so I'll believe they're old.
Today we were headed for the more touristy areas of the Salt Flats. And I have to say, if we had the ability to sleep inside Goose without popping the top, we would have stayed a few more days out here, because it was just so dang unique. But it was also a very harsh environment, so between the wind and the cold, we didn't have the setup to stay comfortably for longer.
Alright, so now we're at all the touristy places for the Salt Flats. This is I think the Dakar Monument. So there's a bunch of flags here, and then there's a little monument we'll drive over to in a second and take a look at. But a lot of people for considering where we've been. All the tours obviously stop here, so.
That's pretty cool. There's something about this that's so iconic to be one on the Salt Flats for a few days. Oh, see, and then two just to see the Dakar Monument. Uno, dos, tres.
Next up on the tourist attractions is the Stairway to Heaven, I think is what it's called. And it's just an art installation, but it's all made of salt. And it's just a stairway to nowhere, but kind of cool. Something else to see out here on the Salt Flats.
Thanks for watching, guys. The Salar de Uyuni. It's a special place. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and join us next time as we clean all the salt off, check out a train graveyard, and hit the Lagunas route. And if you like our videos, you can help us keep them coming by visiting our website, clicking on our Taco Fund page, and there you will find a few ways to help us keep creating.